Look at the camera. Look at the camera. Look, look. Look at the camera. You see? You posed good. You see? You see yourself? You see yourself, Nala? Huh? Look, look. Don't lick my fingers. Look in the camera. Look. You trying to lick my lotion off. Look at the camera. Look at the camera, boo-boo. Be still, mama. Be still, mama. Hello. Say hello. Hello out there. We're going to give the folks a little bit of time to come in. Meantime, Nala is going to look. Oh, that's a good pose. That's a good pose. Yeah, that's my baby. Hey, Nala, look. Stop licking my fingers, girl. Hello, how's everybody doing out there? Nala, you gonna be good today? I got a feeling she's gonna act up because she's been bad. While I was gone for that month, oh my gosh. The kids, oh my gosh, they broke. She didn't even know how to sit anymore. She doesn't respond to sit. It's like I have to break her bad habits. She developed this big old bark. Be still, mama. Look at the camera. Look at the camera. Look. Look. Get back. Get back. Y'all want to see how big she is? Look. Look at how big she is. She looks pretty big in this camera. But, I mean, I'm telling you, she's like, well, when I came back, she was 14 and a half pounds. Hey, Joshua, how you doing? Glad you could make it. Yeah, she was 14 and a half pounds. And now I think she's easily 15 and a half pounds. You can easily gain another weight. Hey, my lashes. Turns blue. How you doing, sweetie? Oh, thank you. Yeah, I said let me change it up a little bit. I'm gonna show you the back. Okay, I didn't even look to see how the back looked myself. I was in such a hurry. Yeah, but I love my cornrows or French braids, whatever you want to call them. Depends on where you're from. Hey. So yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, she was bad. She's still bad. Look at herself. Look at her. She's still bad. Nala. She's been barking, so y'all will hear her bark. I'm sure you will. And just to forewarn you, I'll probably jump because when she barks right next to me, her bark is pretty loud. I didn't realize we were getting a barking dog. Not like this. I didn't want her barking at me. I want her to bark at other people, the intruder. But yeah, she tells me when she wants to play. She tells me when she wants to eat. Yes, this is my Nala. Thank you. Yeah, look at her. You guys should see some baby pictures. She's changed quite a bit. And her hair is changing too. You can see it's got, it looks more gray, salt and pepper. She's matching me. She's matching her human mom. And look at her coat. My daughter hates that I cut her hair off so much like this, but I mean, she has so many knots. When I came back, she was just full of knots. I said, take it all off. Give her the puppy cut. Take it all off. Yeah, good. Look. Show yourself in the camera, mama. Show yourself. All right, I'm going to put her down and see if she'll let me take care of business. She might need to go outside too at some point, I'm sure. Yeah, so I'm going to quickly introduce myself just in case this is your first time visiting. I am Orbit Stephanie, and I am a part-time RVer. I just bought this Class B about, I think, September 21. And like a lot of people who just bought their RVs during this global time that we're having, it was just one of those things. I just had to get out of the house. I had to see the world. And I didn't really need a lot of people to do it. You know, I didn't need to have the company of other people, hey, let's plan this vacation, because I really didn't want to I really didn't want to go be bound by other people's schedules. I just wanted to be free to do what I wanted to do, and buying this RV has done that for me. Yeah, so, but I will get into the questions. I so far have three, I think three, maybe four good questions. Well, I mean, they're all good, but I think 3 or 4 people responded earlier this afternoon with questions that they want me to address, and I'll do that. And what I'm going to do different than I did the previous lives is I'm basically going to do, I guess you can call it like a monologue, so I can stay paying attention to what the topic is. But we got someone saying hello. Hello, Stephanie. Wait. We're going next generation. Oh, I missed that. See, I should have. See, I'm already throwing myself off, but I can't help since I started it. Let's see. Oh, there it is. I can bring it up. Hello. Okay, this is Constantina Collins. Hello, Stephanie. Where are you going next? Greeting. Oh, where are you going? Oh, shoots. There I go again. Uh, okay. I'm gonna answer that. Where are you going next? Greeting from Michigan. Oh, I guess, are you asking if I'm doing a meet and greet in Michigan? Or I'm not sure how you meant that. But no, I have not scheduled any meet and greets yet at this point. Okay. Yeah, I have not been to Michigan. I do have a lifelong, one of my girlfriends from the military. She does live in Michigan. And when the weather turns better, then hopefully I'll get a chance to visit her. And if I get to do that, then definitely I'll set up a meet and greet. That, excuse me, Nala is ringing the bell. She needs me to let her out to use the restroom, and I gotta answer that. Hold on one second. Good girl, Nala. Good girl, Mama. Good girl. She did good. She rang the bell. I'm glad she didn't bark. I don't like it when she barks. Barks at me. She bark at other people, don't bark at me. But I left the door open for her so she can just come right on in, and then I'll have to jump up and go close the door. So let's see, what other questions did you have? I am going to address those the questions that really stimulated me to come on live, and probably should address them now, because if you hear the answers to these may even answer some of the questions you might be asking at this time. So I've made a copy of it. I did a screenshot of those questions. Where are they? Okay. Where's the screenshot? Okay. All right. First question, and I'm just going in the order of how I see it. And Michelle Johnson had asked, she said, I'm wondering if you're part-time or full-time nomad, and where will your travels take you next? I too am a veteran who wants to travel the country and visit national parks. I hope y'all take advantage of the access pass available to the U.S. service. Oh, she said something else, probably members. I just took a screenshot, so I missed that one little part. But yeah, to answer your question, Michelle, I am part-time. I still work full-time for the government, for the federal government. I'm a federal employee. I have a total, including my military time as active duty Army, I have I think 33 or 34 years of service. I'm not sure, one of them. And let's see. Okay, so I'm not nomad. I do have my house. Um, I still have my home, which I'll get to that, but really I'm very happy that I did not follow my first instinct was to act like I know I'm gonna love it. I just want to sell my house. I want to be free. That was like uber crazy. So I thank God I didn't do that. Because I'm not ready yet. I mean, I work full time still for the federal government. Yes. Hello, everyone. I'll go. Stephanie, love your lashes. Thank you. Hopefully, they won't get on my nerves and I have to snatch them off while we're on this live because I've done that before. Thank you, though. And so let me finish answering Michelle's question. And she mentioned she's a veteran. Thank you, Michelle, for your service. I appreciate you as well. And you want to travel the country and visit national parks. I do too. I visit so far a couple of national parks, but I didn't really well, one of them I actually stayed at. When I first bought the RV, I stayed at the Cedar Hill National State Park. No, that wasn't national, it was state park. State park near in the Metroplex where I live in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex in Texas. So I stayed there. I haven't gotten to go into any other really neat parks yet, and that's because my schedule didn't really allow it just yet. Thank you. It didn't really allow it just yet, but I will get to that. I will use my veterans, what I'm trying to say, perk. Okay, she's back in. My veterans perk and get an annual pass for the state park and definitely for the federal parks. But I think our state park does it as well in Texas and maybe other state parks. And all I have to do is show proof that I'm a veteran or active military. In my case, I'm a veteran. And then I can get an annual pass. Now, but it's free, annual free pass. But I think for most of them, you have to reapply every year. I think so. Unless you have like a certain high percentage of disability, like definitely 100% disability, I'm sure would qualify for it. But I'll look into that. But other than that, if I have to apply every year, that's not a problem. But yeah, I hope, Michelle, that you get to do that and look forward to it because I'm excited to be able to do more of it. It was just, hold that thought, Michelle. Let me go ahead and close well, everyone, hold on. Let me close my back door since you came back in. Hey, Nala. Nala. What you doing, Mama? What you doing? Huh? What you doing, Mama? Okay. All right. So she may come back over here. But yeah, let's see. What else did you say? You asked, you wanted to go to the national parks and hope we take advantage. Yeah, we want to take full advantage of those passes. That's for sure. I think maybe they're even $70. I'm not even sure how much they cost, but that's again a perk of serving our serving our country is when we can get these kinds of perks. And that's really the country's way, or that state's way of saying thank you for your service. And yeah, so we definitely want to take advantage of that. And okay, the next question was by Gloria. And Gloria asks, what are your main streams of income to pay for your travels as a nomad? Okay, Gloria, great question. I'm not a nomad yet. I still own my home. I really am more of a part-time. I'm practicing my retirement. That's what I call it. So like I said, I can take off from work for X amount of block of time. And so far I've been able to steal away for a month at a time and travel. And most of those travels took me, I think all the travels pretty much when I left Texas took me west. I was going westbound. By the time I was ready to go north and east and further south to Florida, the weather had gotten so bad. And so it got bad and I couldn't go that direction. And all the people, the other YouTubers that I'm very fond of and excited to meet, they were all wintering in the West. And from the West, from Arizona or some parts of California, many of them were going down to Mexico, to the country of Mexico. So that kind of like, I was like, dang, man, I can't go to Mexico. Not just yet, but so I was like, okay. So my recent winter travel took me right back west again, So I've been home to see my parents 3 times in under a year, so which is rare. I've never done that since. Well, I forgot. There was a time I did fly home quite a bit, but I drive. I've never driven all those miles. What is that? 16, well, 17 or 1800 miles one way. And I did that 3 times. So it must have been that I'm loving this here van life or this RV life. Hey, how you doing? That's one of my, hey, this is Dottie Mae Sopery. How you doing, Miss Ma'am? Y'all got to check out her website. She has beautiful soaps. And in fact, I could not wait to get back to my soaps when I got off my travels. She has a wonderful black soap that is great for detoxing. And I scrubbed all all that stuff off of me that I couldn't get off good because I was in my RV. And the beauty of it, I didn't want to take showers in any public showers, especially with the C word floating around. I was like, I got my own shower. But the drawback was it was kind of tight in there. I had to conserve water, blah, 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 blah. So that was part of my wonderful welcome home was to get to my soaps by Dottie Sopery. So thank you for coming on, sis. Y'all go check out her page, her content. I think she's on Instagram, but you'll see her in there. Oh shoots. Oh man. Y'all hold on one second. I'm gonna have to plug in this phone. It's getting dead, and we're not gonna have those dead issues because I might ignore that. I don't want to ignore it, and then we lose this live. Hold on one second. Hey, Nala. Hey, Nala. Coming, everyone. Okay. All right. Let me plug this up. Excuse me for so much you have to do when you're doing this stuff yourself. You don't have a team of folk to keep you straight. I hope that's plugged in. Okay, we'll certainly know. No, Nala. Flip this around. Okay, now you can sit. Okay. All right, so hopefully we'll be good. No, Nala. No, Mama. She's messing with my wires. Okay, so, all right, so now we were answering Gloria's question. And she said, what are my main streams of income? So the answer to that is I'm still a federal employee. I still work full time. So that's my mainstream. I'm veteran with disability, so I get a couple of coins for that. But yeah, that's it. This here channel yet that has not produced any aid yet. And I do have a PayPal set up and that will allow me, if I can start turning this into a little less hobby, a little more, a little more than that. But even as a hobby that kind of pays for itself a little bit, then I'll be able to steal away even more often and go places that y'all are even more interested in other than perhaps me kind of going to see mom and dad. Nobody, I'm sure a lot of y'all don't want me to just see mom and dad all the time. So, yeah. Hey, yeah. Thank you, Kitty. I appreciate your help. Yes. Y'all hit the like buttons if you haven't done so already. So I really appreciate that. Helps the channel. And also, so let's see. Let me ask. Okay, so I've answered Gloria's question. Now, Loving Life has asked, have you ever had times where you say, What in the world am I doing out here? Yes, yes, I have. I said that when I bought this thing. I said, what in the world did I do? I wasn't even sure. Was this impulsive? Did I really plan this out? What was going through my mind? Was it depression? Getting ahead of me? And was it, I couldn't really name it. Only thing I can think of now, hindsight, is I just needed to get out. I just felt trapped, and I got sick of just being in my cave and cocoon. That's what I call it when I call myself hibernating. Then I call my dwelling my cave. Whether I'm in the RV or if I'm, in my house. But I I got tired of feeling like this pandemic situation and us not being able to mingle with a lot of people, especially family members that we miss and friends that we miss and things we used to do. I felt like I wasn't sure if I really liked this and love this because I've been waiting for this. I wanted an excuse to not go anywhere and not do anything and just be like, I can't. The virus. You know what I mean? Ooh, gotta stay away. Y'all got that virus. Somebody got that virus. So for me, I was like, I don't know. I don't know for sure what was speaking to me that made me take that leap when it seemed so to many people. I jumped. Ooh, let me get this. She got a puzzle piece my G baby's had in the house. She found it. So, but now I've noticed, I remember when I first bought the RV, I kept saying for the first month, I kept saying, I don't believe this is mine. I don't, here, come on, Nala. Come on, baby. I had a hard time feeling like it was mine. And so I just kept looking around, and I remember one time I said, maybe I need to make a payment. Maybe then it'll feel like it's mine, But yeah, now I feel like it's mine. I've made payments. I've cleaned it. I've modified it. I see what works on it, what needs to go get services, and I even did my own generator oil change. So yeah, I feel like the cottage is mine. So yeah, but let's see. Did I really answer your question? Uh, Loving life. Oh no, I didn't. The what in the world part, like I said, it started off with me even buying it. And then, hey kitty. And then now, let's see. The first time I had to put gas in it was scary because I didn't really realize how large the tank was. And it's really probably only about 10 gallons larger than my SUV tank. But the first, let's see, when I first started driving it, it was scary because I couldn't see out the sides. You have to rely on your cameras. There's turning around, looking back doesn't do any good because I can't see anything. So that was weird. And being so much higher up and then in my SUV was strange. I remember driving underneath bridges on the freeway, and I was ducking my head because I just felt like I was about as high, almost as high as the trucks. So I would look at the truck, in front of me, the fifth wheel, the big huge trucks. I would look at them and I'd be like, oh my gosh, I hope that truck does not hit that bridge because I'm gonna be right behind them. So I never thought about trucks not fitting the bridge before when I was in my SUV or any other car. But for some reason in that van being higher, I just had a more of an awareness of how high I was. And I know that there are drive-throughs I can't drive through because it's too high, especially since I had that camper top. Stop biting me, ma'am. Stop biting me. You wanted to get down? Want to get down? So yeah, um, yeah. What in the world I'm doing out here? I felt that thought or feeling when I boondocked in dry. Well, no, when I did Cracker Barrel, because that was darker than the gas stations that I had gone to, the truck stop gas stations. Let's see, and I definitely felt it in the desert, but not the first time I was in the desert in Quartzsite, because I was with my friends and surrounded by other people who were in the escapees organization. We were there to ring in the new year. Um, I felt it when I left, when I was on my journey back. This was before I was in Luke Air Force Base. I have some videos that talk about that, and then you can go ahead and go back to that if you want to review that. But yeah, when I stayed at Quartzsite, even though there were even more people at Quartzsite than when I was there during the New Year, but it was different because I didn't have my friends and the organization that I had traveled with before, they weren't there. The RTR folks were there, but I didn't really knowingly know anybody in the RTR. I mean, really, I didn't. And I had not planned to, hey, I'm going to be at RTR, to really just get that little community working, so I can feel like more comfortable. But I also I was ready to go home too, because I was ready to see my grandkids. This thing right here, see how she's trying to bite me? Stop, Nala. Be good, be good, good, be good. Look, 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 look. Be good, be good. I'm gonna put you down. You go find something else to bite. Bite on this. She's got this. I'm gonna let her bite on this. Yeah. So yes, I stayed one night there, but I had to make my way back home anyway because my family was looking for me to come back to the crib. They're like, okay, enough of this. And not to mention, my leave was just about up anyway, so it was time for me to return back to work. Let's see. So those are the three questions that came through when I put it on my community tab. What would y'all like to talk about? And so now that's all that I've seen at this point. Now, if someone else put some more questions in afterwards and I missed it, I'm sorry that I missed it. If you're on this live, then go ahead and type it here, and then we can go ahead and start addressing some of your questions that you have now. So I'm going to scroll back up, see what I've missed. Let's see. We have, uh, okay, Miss Net asks, so do you need a special license for Class B? Absolutely not. All you need is whatever vehicle. Class B is considered a regular vehicle. A car, SUV, van, that's what it's considered. Even for Class A's, I think I looked that up. Class A's, you don't even need a special license for that. But I would say take some training, look at some videos and all that. But yeah, other than that, these RV recreational vehicles do not require, as far as I know, they do not require a special license. And I definitely know Class B does not require one. Okay. And okay, so Elisa, she asks, hello from Brooklyn, New York, living stick in bricks. Oh, you still living in your sticks and bricks. Yeah, good way. Ain't nothing wrong with that until you decide to make a move. I mean, so yeah. And you might not even want to give up your sticks and brick right away. It depends on what your situation is. But yeah, that's fine. Good. And Elisa says that she's a vet herself. Thank you so much for serving. I appreciate you. Kitty says hello. Hey, sis. And she says hello to everyone. And let's see, Villa, he says, hi, Stephanie, love your lashes. Or I'm sorry, Villa. She says, hi, Stephanie, love your lashes. Thank you, sweetie. I was just saying, no, I suffer with these because I can't wear, as I've gotten older, I can't wear eyelash glue. What is that stuff? mascara, eyeliner, all of, I cannot find not one that does not irritate my eyes. And I bought all kinds of hypoallergenic stuff and it does no good. So after this, when I wash this off tonight, I'm probably gonna be suffering for 2 days. But I had to because I wanted to see myself look different. I was tired of seeing myself looking just so plain and like with t-shirts, and I was like, Steph, you got every now and then you gotta clean yourself up. Well, I always clean myself up, but you know, put a little, just put a little. Yeah. So, oh, my finger is twisting this. Okay, thank you, Kitty, for the compliment. And it says, Elisa says, do you plan on going full time? Proof for vet is what? Oh, proof for vet. Yeah, you can use always DD2 214. Can't never go wrong with that when you need to prove that. But also what I use in Texas, we have on our driver's license, we have the ability to take your DD 214 to the driver's license place, show it, they put it on file, and they put veteran actually on my driver's license. I don't know how many states do that, but Texas does that now. So I will show that. Sometimes when I need to show proof that I'm a vet, I will show my veterans card. And of course, it has on there the Service Connect disability. So that is oftentimes accepted at places that want you to show proof. And because I'm still a current DOD employee, certain perks I get for just, I mean, being allowed to enter onto military bases. My CAT card allows me entry into things without me even announcing I'm a vet, just being a DOD employee. So hopefully that answers your question, Alicia. Okay, yes, I had no idea about the vet perks. Yes, yes, there are a lot. You could probably Google vet perks for, you know, just any, whatever you have in mind, you know, veteran perks. And I'm sure a laundry list of things will come up. You know, but yeah, even when you go to the, I know when you go to the military base, some bases, I know Luke Air Force did not do this. They had one flat fee, $30 per night, period. They didn't care if you were commander, active duty, veteran, 100% disability. They didn't give a doggone what you were. One standard fee. But at Fort Bliss Army Base, they had different categories. If you were active duty, you paid, let's say, I don't remember exactly how much their fee was, but for a disabled veteran, it was $21 a night. And now if I had my Parks Pass, I would have been able to get $18 a night. And this is full hookups. And you want to talk about feeling really safe. You're on the base, you know. So actually that's not exactly on the base, it's right outside the base, but close enough. But yeah, it's a very nice park and it's full of military people. So it's full of people with weapons. They could probably defend the park all on our own, you know, just being in that park. Yeah, so you know everybody and their mama got weapons all up in there. A lot of us veterans do any doggone way. We don't play that. But okay, so now we have Kitty, thank you for asking everyone to turn on their notifications so they won't miss anything. Thank you. That's sweet of you. Thank you for helping me out on that. And hit the like button if you like this content so far. So I love it. Thank you. Okay, and then I'm gonna mangle that one up, but I know it ends in 54. She says, so you're rolling. I'm not sure what I was saying that prompted her to write that part, but I'm rolling in the spirit of the Lord. Yes. So yes, thank you. And then she's home for a spell, 54. Who's 54? Are you saying I'm 54, Kitty? No, I'm 53, sweetie. I just turned 53 at the end of last year. I don't mind telling my age though. I really don't. First, I'll usually ask people to guess though, but I'm not even sure if oh, you were saying 54 just like me, because at the end, it was hard to read. Okay, okay. All right, thank you, thank you. Yes, but I'm 53, y'all. But we were addressing 54's question. Okay, yeah, so then it says, okay, come on, oh, Kitty says, come on, you guys, let's get those thumbs up to match the views. Yes, thank you, sweetie. And then C says she's coming in from Washington State. Hey, C, I know you're a veteran too, and if I remember correctly, you're Air Force, I think. Let me know if I got that wrong, but I'm trying to exercise my memory better. But yeah, hey, C, welcome back. And Diane says, what life skills from the military did you bring to your traveling? Love this question. Life skills from the military is being fine with being uncomfortable physically, and being aware, even more aware of my situation, my area, my, what do they call that? I can't think of it right now, but being aware of my surroundings. The part about being comfortable, being accepting of being in situations where I'm not 100% comfortable physically is like, for example, well, I'm glamping. Let's just face it. I'm really not camping. I'm not like, you know, I've lived in a lot more worse situations as a military person, even as a DoD civilian that still deploys, because I still deploy for the government to austere conditions and theaters and war zones theaters. So yeah, my military skills brought me to appreciate when I do get to come home and take a proper bath and shower. Get to eat from pretty plates, nice plates, and not from plastic and paper plates, because that gets old after a while. To be able to hug my children and grandchildren, and and my other loved ones, and other people that are in my life that I miss and I want to see again. To be able to appreciate just being in America, and the things that we have that so many of us take for granted. But to kind of go back to the life skills, let me make sure I double back there. Like I said, physical security, to be able to protect myself. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm no, what's that guy's name? I know Jackie Chan, we'll say him. No, but the military has taught me things. It has taught me, again, even though oftentimes death sometimes surround us when we're in war zone situations, there's life there too. And you want to preserve the life. And I've said on a previous live that I felt closer to God when I'm in deployment zones, even than here, because when I'm in deployment zones, my focus, I don't have those distractions like I would do here. The TV shows, series, I can binge watch stuff. I can do that, yes. And that's nice to get taken away, from your environment, to be able to escape, But yes, but to go places, like, other things that probably aren't that doggone important. When I'm in my deployment zones, I get to just focus on, when you hear rockets flying over you and you're like, you hear the drones take off, you hear F-35s take off, and you're in your bed, or you're in a shower and you hear it, or you're walking from point A to B and you got to run into a bunker and dip your head to make sure you don't hit your head on that doggone bunker, and you got to hope that nothing strikes the bunker because all that concrete's going to fall on you. I mean, it's a very eye-opening and should be humbling experience for a person to survive that. And I'm speaking from the point, I'm not even sure if I'm rambling on at this point, but yeah, you said B-52s, those are bombs. But I was talking about the, oh yeah, because you're Air Force. Yeah, so, but to be able to speak from my point of view, from a civilian point of view, a federal civilian, uh, I, s- oh my gosh, my heart just bounces and pounces for those young service members. Almost everybody's younger than me at this point. If I'm over there around active duty members, the only people that are older than me, I mean, I've had commanders that are older than me um, by 1 or 2 years, or at this point, I'm older than them by 2 or 3 years. In some cases, unless you're a full bird colonel, which is an O 06, that translate O 06 in any of the branches of the services, and definitely generals. There's plenty of them that are still older than me. But I said that to say, every time I go on a deployment and I see these people, they look younger and younger. And many of them are even younger than my own kids now. So that's like totally crazy. And so my heart just bleeds for them sometimes, that I feel worried that I want them to come back on base after their duty is up for that day or what have you. I want them to be able to come back on base. And I thank them for keeping it as safe as they could for me out there in the theater with them. And then of course that expands on to us here in America, and our allies, whoever our allies are. The sacrifices those military folk do, and then those of us that directly support the military. Many of us are making sacrifices as well. But I don't take it lightly. I I have a love-hate relationship for my deployments. But I guess because nobody puts a gun to my head and make me go, I got a lot more love for it than hate. The hate is only sometimes it's just overwhelming, and it does become a bit more depressing to just be in an environment far too long and not being at home. I hope I didn't ramble on too long with that one. But let me go back to um oh, Katie says, oh, thank you for the compliment about the 53 years old. Yes, I'm Air Force. Did you receive my email? Oh, no. You know what? Email to this. Let me give you this email address. This one is a more common email I'll spot, and it is activeveggie at gmail.com. So the word active and then the word veggie at gmail.com. So please direct those emails there. Because I was looking, I have too many emails and they're all good. Not all of them are set up to go to my phone. So I think that's how I missed it. But yeah, go ahead and send me what you sent to my email address that's listed in my description box on my other videos, and then go ahead and use that one. So, and then I should be able to see it. So I'm glad you asked me. Also, if you want to send something to me, my Instagram is Orbit Stephanie. So you can direct message me there as well. Okay, thank you. And what branch did you retire from? Okay, Sherry, I didn't retire, not from the military. I barely hung in there, just under 4 years. I was in for a little over 3 years, and then I was on inactive ready reserve. And while I was trying to live my best life and start college, next thing I know, I got a letter, what do they call it? A telegram in the mail from First Bush, the Daddy Bush, giving me 5 days to report to Fort Lee, Virginia. So that's how I ended up at the first Gulf War, serving in that one. So no, I didn't retire. It didn't take me long to realize the Army wasn't for me. I ain't ashamed to say it, but I do love our branches of the service and all the service members. But yeah, that's a whole nother video that, what I went through in the army. But okay, let's see. So Katie, my arm is up because I'm trying to keep the thing from scrolling. I could probably, I wonder if I can do it from, maybe I can do it from here. So I don't have to keep my arm up. Yeah, let me, that may not work. I'm just gonna keep my arm up for now. Okay, salute C. Thanks for all you do. Yes, thank you, Kitty, for shouting out C. Yes, thank you so much for her service. Okay, exactly. If anyone could be a nomad, it would be a soldier for sure. You got that right. They had us, oh man, when I was in Germany and they had us, what do they call it? What they call it, bivouac, when you're in the arm, when you're in basic training and AIT. But I forgot what the name was when we used to go as permanent party, and we'd have to go to the field. We used to go, we call it going out to the field. Oh, I hated going out to the field. I hated it. Had me sleeping on the filthy ground, bugs, and spiders walking around. Couldn't take a proper bath for days, and then they would do bathroom runs. That was worse. Me living through all that, I better not complain about my Class B RV and all the privacy that I have. And no, this is good living. This is glamping at its, not even at its best, but better than, way better than my soldier days. Okay, it's good that you talk about this. Yes, yes, I'm glad. I'm glad it's useful to you. It's it's helpful for me as well, to be able to share my knowledge, answer questions, help you all out, with whatever I can, and you guys help me when you make suggestions, or sometimes you had me go in a place where I do remember to appreciate certain things, and I think I do a pretty good job of it, but we can always do better, because I know where I'm oogling and googling over my little doggy Nala, my some of my grandkids may feel like, you know, like, wait a minute, you used to do that with me before you got the dog. And I'm like, yeah, well, I'm about to go back to y'all because this dog is unruly. She need obedience training. Yeah, so okay. All right. So in R2, you said, yep, skills develop as part of you. Mobility from 1982 to 1989, then rapid deployment force from 89 to 03. All time frame Air Force service appreciated. Oh, awesome. Thank you for your service. Yes. So you said you were rapid deployed 89. Okay, so you've got to be a little bit older than me. Wait a minute. You're a little bit older than me. I was in delayed entry in 86, and then January is when I went to basic training, beginning of January. Yeah, and I had just graduated from high school. That's why I was in delayed entry, because I had to turn 18. Yeah, so thank you, sir, for your, ma'am. I can't tell. I'm sorry. If I call you sir or ma'am and I'm wrong, please forgive me. As you can see, the icons are very, very small, so I can't tell. Those that have put pictures or don't have an obviously female or male name, I might mess it up. So please forgive me if I mess that up. But okay, so Alicia says, I always tell people to pay attention to everything around me, even the sky. You're right. You're right. And I she's so tired. Let's see what time it is. No, she can stay up a little while longer. Yeah, I even need to do better about that too. I was so big. I used to have for years tunnel vision. I could pay attention to what's going on around me, and then I could zone out. So yeah, yeah. I guess with the PTSD, sometimes I don't want to be on heightened alert. If I can allow my brain to relax some, I'm, I mean, if it can happen, then I want to let it happen. Doesn't always happen the way I just say it. I can't turn it on and turn it off, but yeah, um, yeah, it's best to pay attention to your surroundings. And I definitely, when the children are around me, I'm a whole nother beast. Me and even with the dog, because she depends on me to keep her safe as well. She's just a puppy. So yeah, when people around me that I feel they need me, I am their caretaker, then yes, I go beast mode, bear mama, mama bear mode. Yes, okay. I have, okay, Alicia says, I have homicidal PTSD, horrible. I know, but I would have worked through that, but it was taken 20 plus years. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. God bless you. I mean, wow, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm kind of speechless. I don't know what to say. Uh, uh, other than God bless you. And thank you for sharing that. And I sent them as 4 arrows. Military is not for everyone. You're right, see, military is not for everyone. But you know what? If I had not gone into the Army, especially Marines too, I'm sure I would have really amazed myself. But if I had not gone into the armed service, particularly the Army, trust me, I would be sitting here telling people I wouldn't have never survived in the Army. I wouldn't have never rucksack with 35, 45 pounds on my back, carrying a weapon, ruck marching, not even ruck marching, but taking 3 hours to cover 15 miles. And if I missed it by even a millisecond of that 3 hours, I would have to do that again next week. That's the qualification we had to do at Fort Bragg. And that used to piss me off because I was like, I'm not airborne. Why we got to do this? They said, because you support airborne. So I'm like, ugh. Anyway, so I hated that. But I said it to say, if I was not served in the military and someone was telling me the stories that I'm telling y'all or I've shared or been through, I would have said, you crazy. Ain't no way I would have done that. But you don't know until you're forced to. When you raise your right hand and you give your life, put it in the hands of Uncle Sam like that, you'd be amazed at how you can come through. But it's still not for everyone. You said it right, see. It's still not. Some people have come out of it in far worse conditions and can't operate in society now. So, but I mean, this all brings me to why I feel the need to, what RVing and having this my own personal space and to be able to drive those open roads and stop anytime I want to and go wherever I want. I mean, of course, I'm restricted to how far and how long I can stay out because I have a full-time job, but and I don't have a kind of job where I can work it from anywhere. So but I think that's probably why I love the beauty of what RVing does for me. You see, I smile when I think of it, but there, there were some times it got on my nerves. We'll get to that too. Okay. And then, yes, Kitty re-announced that my IG is Orbit Stephanie. Yeah, so y'all can go ahead and follow me there and also send me a message if you want to, if I'm not answering your emails quick enough. Yes. Oh, thank you, Alicia. I hope I'm saying your name right. I think I say it different every time I read it. But thank you so much. I appreciate that compliment. And Sherry asks how many grandkids. I have 2 kids, a son and a daughter, and those 2 kids gave me 7 grandchildren. So our oldest are 15-and-a-half-year-old twins. I don't even know if they're half. Their birthday's coming up in the summer. And then The youngest is 3. I just asked him today how old that little fella was. He told me he was 3 years old. Yes, thank you. And then we have all the ages in between. I can't think of them right now though. And so and C says, take care, sis. Have to go. Got your back. All have a good evening. Thank you so much, C. I appreciate you being able to stop in and join us. That's awesome. Thank you so much. And have yourself a wonderful night. And then Kitty says, good night. Yeah, she's wishing C a good night. And yes, all the folks are wishing her good night. Thank you, you guys. And then it says, now Dottie says, what has been your experience as an African American RVer? Good question. I'm going to tell you, all I can do is tell you the truth the way I see it. I get a lot of looks when I'm driving my RV. When I'm walking into my RV, and I get a lot of looks. When I'm sitting in there, I get a lot of looks. I'm in an area that's not really heavily African American or Black folk living in this area. It's not a predominant area for folks of color. Well, at least the Black folk. But when I drive and the places I go to, it's not very many Blacks. And the handful of Black men that I've seen, they are usually with non-Black women. Their partner is a non-Black woman. And the handful of Black women I've seen, from what I can tell, they were probably single. From what I can tell, because I say that because I didn't always see them in the company of a partner, whichever way partner is supposed to be for that person. So the communities that I have been spending time with when I'm with these organizations, they have been fantastic. Escapers and escapees, fantastic. My experience with them has been awesome. My experience as a solo dolo, riding up and down the highways or stopping at different places or going to RV parks and all that, still very positive. Nobody has, I've not felt any more threatened or insecure than any other woman who, maybe doing something at night and getting in and out of a vehicle at night. And you just got to pay attention. But as far as road rage, no more different road rage than I've experienced riding my RV. My SUV. If someone thought I cut them off, then that's just what they did. They thought I cut them off, and then they act a fool, and hopefully I don't act a fool back. Sometimes I do. Sometimes they catch me in a way where I want to give you what you're giving me, that same energy. Sometimes I just laugh at them. I don't know. It just depends. But yeah, I would love to see more people of color, Black folk in particular. But I know they're out there because I've had that discussion. I have lots of family members that have RVs, lots of friends that have RVs, and they just didn't join clubs, and the discussion we were having, Nala, what do you have? She knows she wrong. I don't know what she has, but she knows she's wrong. But yeah, we had this discussion with some of the board members of escapees, and we were saying, when you put the people you put on your marketing, those are the people that look at it feel you're trying to attract. So if you have only white people on your marketing and you barely, if any, have any people of color being represented, then the people of color are going to feel like you're not inviting them. They're not welcome. And they said, everyone's welcome. They say it, but yes, you say it, but you have to show it too. You have to show it in your marketing. If you're spending all these thousands of dollars or tens of thousands of dollars on marketing, then what you're telling us is the people you're looking to market towards are the people that are on your advertisement. And so we're hoping that they'll get that figured out pretty soon. Nala, what are you doing? She's tearing up something, y'all. I'm gonna get it in a minute. But that was my long answer. Dottie, thank you. Okay, and then let's see. Hair Studio, Mitch Hair Studios. I'm so happy to catch you live. Love your journey. I'm trying to finish building my van to get out there with you. Ooh, that's exciting. Send me pictures, on Instagram. Let me see how that's going. Because honestly, this is the truth. If I had more patience and given myself a lot more time, I should have looked more deeply in building a van, but I don't have that kind of patience. That's my problem. That's my doggone problem. If I could get it faster, then I probably will. So I admire folks who are taking the time to build their own. Now that I know what I love, I'm starting to love and like about my RV. I can see me, if I had to do it all over again, or even in the future, I wouldn't be surprised if I did a van build too. I don't know that I would do it myself. Maybe, maybe not. Uh, Probably have somebody do it, pay someone to do it, but I'm not sure. But I admire you for building yours, and watch a lot, learn as much as you can, because everyone has. Just because someone tells you to get solar panels, and that's all you hear, you need to figure out, do you really even need solar panels or as much? Because if you're not going to boondock a lot, then you might not need solar panels quite like that. I know I'm going off on a sideways tangent, but yeah, good for you. Good for you. I'm excited, and I can't wait to see how that develops. And so, okay, so Alicia asks me, where did I do my basic in AIT? I did my basic at Fort Dix, New Jersey, and AIT was Fort Lee, Virginia. Yeah, and I did it in the winter, and I'm from California, so I didn't understand that snow. I remember telling the drills, they had us do PT outside, and I said, wait a minute, it's snowing out here. We're not supposed to be out here in the snow. And they said, okay. So they had us position, clear off where your hands would go and your feet would go, clear that space off, and then they dropped us and made us do push-ups. They said, we're going to show you, war don't stop just because of snow coming down. I was so mad. Oh, I was so mad. I said, man, I hate this army. Okay, let's see. So Sherry says, have you ever experienced any racism of any on your RV experience? No, I haven't, thank God. I've experienced a couple of areas of road rage where people, they were annoyed that I was going too slow or something. I don't know. I didn't really care because I was like, look, you can hit this thing if you want to. You're gonna be paying for it. But no, I can't say that was racism. No, I can't point the finger to that. But I can say, you're a jerk. You're a jerk. You're a jerk. What's up? I can't say that people were a jerk. And I remember one time this dude, he said, this older man, what, Nala? Nala, what you want? She's jumping on me. Hold that thought. I'm going to let her go outside. Because after she goes outside, I'm going to put her to bed. Because I think that's what she wants. Hold on a minute, y'all. Come on, Nala. Come on, Mama. Look at this you tore up. You tear up that paper. Okay, good girl. Okay. All right. I left the door open. Oh, she came right back. Hold on one second. Are you done? Are you done, Mama? What you bringing here? I'm just bringing stuff. Okay, you done? Where you going? Come on, no, it's not time to play. It's not time to play. So let me see if she'll let me get away. Okay, she back up here. Look, you want to get on camera? Huh? Wait a minute. Woo, boo-boo. Your eyes are red. Her eyes are red where it's white. Anybody know anything about puppies? I need to take her to the vet. But if you have any idea where that can kind of come from, her eyes are really red. I don't know if she's irritated. I think she's got allergies because she scratches her skin a lot. But if y'all know anything about doggies, puppies, around the white part is really red. But I need to take her to the vet. Okay, so let's see. What else did you say? Somebody, where were we? Okay, about the racism. Yeah, that was it. This guy, I don't know. It didn't make any sense to me. I thought he cut. Ow! Whoa! She bit me. She bit me, y'all. You going right in your cage. Hold on a second. Let me put her in her crate. Because she's begging to go to sleep. Okay. Let me put her away, you guys. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm sorry. Now, she may bark. She may do a little barking, but we're going to ignore her. I can't believe she bit me. See, I told you. That's why I had to come home and come get her. You know, yeah. And she's real rowdy today. Some of the grandkids were over here, so she got a lot of energy. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. Therapy works and spirituality for me. Yes, thank God. You're right, Alice. Alicia. I'm sorry. That threw me off when she bit me like that. But I don't think she meant to be that sharp, but she doesn't realize her strength right now, I guess. But she lucky we on this here call, or I'd give her the attention she begging for. But yeah, I'm so glad that that helps you with the therapy and the spirituality. Yes, amen. That's good. You're saying my name exactly right. Okay, good. Thank you, Alicia. Thank you, because I could jack a name up. Okay. And then Carol, hello there. I'm late, but I'm here. Hope everyone is having a great evening. We are. I thank you so much and welcome, Carol. And Kitty says, love your bravery and most of all your honesty on VL. VL. I don't know what VL is. But thank you, Kitty. I don't know how brave I am. I think other people may look at it like that, but I don't know. I just don't feel brave. I just feel like I feel good with certain things. I'm like, I'm cool with it. I pray on it. And I feel like sometimes I want things and I pray on it and I ask God to let it be. But then of course ask him to have his way. But then I hope that his way is me getting what I wanted. You know, sometimes our prayers are conveniently said in a way where it's like, did you really ask? Or are you telling me? Well, it says, okay, the color thing for me, I'm used to it. I have two brothers and a sister, and my siblings are half black and Jewish. I'm the only pure black child from our mom, and I'm the second oldest. So I grew up in that world. So, yeah. Yeah, I bet you did. I bet you did. Yeah. So that's good though. You know what I mean? Nothing wrong with that. I think it even helps for people to have all kinds of folks in their family, because if they didn't, just like me, if I had never experienced being in the military myself, I would not have imagined that I could do it. I'd be like, y'all crazy. I'd never join, wear that old ugly uniform or whatever. But now I'm in, I'm like, you know, it's good. Same with some of the people who are, not in your case, I'm not saying, but some of the people who are racist and they end up with mixed children, and mixed grandchildren, some of them can become more accepting of other races when they realize they have love for this here offspring, that is, their people that will be their legacy. So that could be a good thing too, but I know not all mixed children experience love from both sides like that. Heck, not all children. You have people of the same race. Uh, you got grandmothers that hate them and grandfathers that don't acknowledge them, parents that don't acknowledge them or are cruel to them. So I think humans are just humans anyway. And we are incredibly flawed and we are sinners. And every now and then you got to chalk it up to you just a raggedy human. And I'm going to pray for you. And I'm going to pray for me so that I won't go off on you. Okay, so Dottie, she says, Steph, enjoy your life. I'm going to make soap. Take care. Love you much. Love you too, Val. Gonna make some more soap. Hey, I told you my neighbors, I gave them one each of your soap as a thank you gift, because I got wonderful neighbors, you guys. We all look out for each other. So yeah, and the husband and wife, they were like, okay, we selected which one was our soap, and so they're very excited. Yeah, so go ahead and make your soap, sweetheart. I need to get some more of those the holders, the mesh holder too. I need to get more of those, so I'll order that. I'll holler at you and order that. Okay, so Alicia, oh my God, I was at Fort Dix in '86. What was your company? Oh, you were? I was at Fort Dix. Charlie. I think I was in Charlie. But remember, I would join January. It was like the 2nd of January in '87. I'm sure we overlapped, I'm sure. But I was in Charlie Company. And I think I was in Charlie Company at Fort Lee too. I know one of them was Charlie, if not both of them. Yeah. What company were you in? Okay. And Alicia, I might know you. And I also went in January. You were in Charlie. Oh, you were in Charlie Company? Oh, huh. Do I look familiar? We can talk. Send me on my Instagram. Send me a message. Orbit Stephanie on my Instagram. Then you can direct message me. Okay, Nala got a haircut. Yeah, she got a haircut. Embrace the light. She sure did. She had some knots and mats because my people didn't take care of her. They didn't have the special brush. Even if they had the brush that she needed to get combed every day, they ain't fooling me. They wouldn't have combed her every day. They say I spoil her. I make her own dog food now. I put it in the Instapot. And she just loves eating her dog food. I mean, it's fresh food. Cooking her food. They say she's spoiled, but anyway. So yeah, I had them take all that hair off. I said, take it all off. We're gonna start from scratch. My daughter doesn't like it because she says she doesn't like it. She doesn't like the haircut. And I was like, well, you gotta keep her. I don't mind it low. I know she ain't as pretty with all with all the long hair, but that don't bother me. I don't want to keep brushing her hair all the time because she's not like all Maltese. She's the Aussie in her. That Aussie is very unruly. That's what had her barking too. That biting and that barking and nipping at people. That's that Aussie. I'm telling you, them Aussie doodles. Woo! Something ain't right up there. Something ain't right with them Aussie doodles. And her mother's an Aussie doodle and her father's a Maltese. But anyway, that's how I feel about them Aussies. But that's my baby, and we're going to keep her. We're going to get that little girl trained, though. Nala wants some attention. She does want attention. She does. She can tell when I'm working at my desk, and she can tell when I'm in the bed watching shows. She can tell she could tell when I look down at that phone, she might start barking. But yeah, she really does want the attention. I almost wish I had another animal so she could play with. But then that's another animal that you got to house train. But yeah, you're 100% correct. She wants more attention. And every day I keep saying I'm going to do better. But but I don't always do better. But I'm gonna have to do better. Okay. Yes. And then it says video live. Okay. Van life, the cottage. Yeah, yeah, my cottage. That's what I call my Thor. And yes, I said you looked familiar when I got here. Really? Wow. Send me if you have any old pictures of yourself when you were in the military, because I know we, much as we like to swear, we still look alike, like we did 20, 30 years ago. Let's just face it, we look a little different. But if you don't mind, if you have something, show me a picture. I'll pull out one of my military pictures too when I was in basic. But yeah, if you could send me, I don't know. We may have seen each other because there wasn't that many female units. There was one, our company, we were not allowed to curse. Our drills, there was no cursing in any of our we couldn't curse, period. You could not curse. And then there was another group of females, their drills had them cussing all up a storm. So I don't know which unit you may have been in. Okay, so but yeah, connect with me on direct message, DM me on Instagram. Embrace the light. I used to make my dog his own dog food. Unfortunately, I had to rehome him. Oh, I'm sorry. I hope I don't have to rehome Nala. Rehome her right to her other mother, which is my daughter, who we supposed to go halves on. We made this baby. We went half on this baby, and I got more of the responsibility than they do. So, but yeah, I don't know how long I'm gonna tolerate making food because I only like to cook some days and other days I don't. I go months not wanting to cook, but we'll see if it's really proven to be worthy to her. Then I'm gonna have to make those concessions. I was like, who do you look like? Wow, Alicia. But I don't do the Instagram thing though. Okay, well, send me if you want to send me something, or we can compare our stories. Send me a message on my email, which is send it to my other account, which is activeveggie@gmail.com. And make sure you put in that we talked on our live because I get a lot of email and I may not catch it. So in the subject, definitely make it really clear that that we talked on my live, my YouTube live. Okay. All right. So Simply Senora says, "Hey Stephanie, will you take Nala on the road?" Yes, I will take her on the road. I didn't take her this time because it was too much newness going on. I was new trying to get this channel working. I mean, when you're your own editor, content creator, when you're the talent, when you're the director, when you're the marketer, when you're the driver, and you got to sleep and you got to eat and you got to come up with ideas to, like cook food, go shopping. In other words, I had too many hats and I knew that the desert was going to get cold at night sometimes. So I didn't want the stress of bringing Nala on the road, have her ride in a car for hours and hours and hours, or me stopping several times, can't make any headway because I got to keep letting her out to use the restroom. I just thought that that was just an element that didn't have to be. And so, since I wasn't full time RVing, I didn't feel like it was necessary to put us both through that stress right now while she's still in training. So I left her at home with my family. So yeah, so she didn't get to come to this one. But in the future one, she'll be able to come. Well, she'll be a lot more trained and she will have a great time. So yeah, going forward, unless there was some special circumstances, I can't see why she can't come. Yeah, that she'll be fun. Well, she'll be Nala. Do you remember your drill sergeants? No, I don't remember anybody from basic and AIT. I don't remember their names. I remember some ladies though. Um, One lady, dang, what was her name? Oh, I remember we had a lady named Jordan. She was the oldest one. I thought looking back, because I was only barely 18. Looking back, she had to have been 35, but she looked older than that because back then I think the cutoff age was 35. And she was slow. We got a lot of trouble because you know how it is in the military. You don't leave anybody behind, and whoever your battle buddy is, you got to get them through. So if that story rings familiar to you, then we probably were in the same company. I can't remember the lady's name. No, her name wasn't Jordan. Jordan was a funny girl. Oh, Jordan was so funny. She was from New Jersey, or she was somewhere from the East Coast. Yeah, I remember Jordan. So, but yeah, if those kind of characters ring true to you, then we may have been in the same company. That would be awesome. So, what other questions do you guys have? What do you have? Let's see. Let's see. I want to see how. Okay, look, I could actually keep up with you without holding my hand on that thing anymore. I can keep up with you on this here device. But y'all have any more questions? Any statements? Mm, mm. This is what I'm drinking. Coconut water. Goya coconut water. Yeah, I get this from Aldi. I don't like that it's in a metal can, but I do love the pulp. And I wish it wasn't in an aluminum can. Some studies I've read says that aluminum can lead to Alzheimer's, dementia. So back in my really, really healthy days, I didn't have anything aluminum. For years, I was like, no, I don't want anything aluminum. Now I just kind of fell off the wagon and, but your pup might have, my pup may have allergies, red eyes, and a very wet nose are two signs. I think I picked up on the allergies when I see her scratching. I figure she's got allergies. And them red eyes, I think you're on. I believe you're spot on. I'm sure, I bet money is related. Thank you. I do need to take her to the vet because I hate to see her suffer like that. And yeah, I hate to see that. Thank you so much, Alicia. Yeah, and that wet nose. I remember seeing a video about the wet nose. I don't remember, but yeah, I believe you're 100% on to something. And I'll update you guys when I finally get her to the vet. Hopefully I can get her out there this week. I called a vet on Thursday. I think it was Thursday. Locally, right here, I would have been able to walk in, but I didn't like his attitude. I didn't like his attitude. It was just real stank. And I was like, nah, I don't want to take her there. So I need to find somebody that I can take her to. And it says, okay, so now Simply Senora says, when is your next trip? Do you have any tips for packing in an RV? I don't know what my next trip is. I know I'm gonna do something locally in Texas. I know, what month is this? Oh, heck, we're getting ready to go into February. In February, I know I'm going to do at least one, maybe two outings in February. And I haven't decided where because I got to kind of pay attention to the weather. And we've been having in Texas, like, I think Houston, they finally had some nice weather today. And we did too. I didn't even realize it was so nice out here today, in Funky Town, Fort Worth. So I haven't decided, but it's kind of one of those things where I'm like, I feel like going, so I won't know. Y'all will probably find out either while I'm gone or when I return. You'll probably find out when I return. But and then it won't be a guessing game. But as far as when you said any tips on packing, I can't give tips. I suck. I overpack. Pay attention to the weather. Wherever you're going, the weather, a great weather app is your best friend. So be prepared for the weather. Be prepared for whatever activities that you plan on doing when you're getting to where you're going. Um, let's see. So pack. I'm not a good one. I'm telling you, I'm terrible at it. I still have food in the trunk that I have in the RV, and slow cookers and all this stuff that I didn't even use it. Now I would have potentially have used that food if I felt like digging it out and getting it. So it was not very accessible to me. So that was a downfall. Um, but I am this kind of person. I gotta have food around me. I may not even eat all the food, but I just gotta know I have the ability to eat food, eat what I want. And, I have choices. So I do take up a lot of space of having food. I don't like, because I have a class B and I can't drive into drive-throughs. And in this day and age, a lot of stuff is drive-throughs. Well, I mean, if you're doing drive-throughs, a lot of lobbies could be potentially closed because of COVID or whatever. So they may close the lobby. Uh, and if the lobby is closed and my rig can't fit under the drive-through, then that means I got to make sure I have food that I can make for myself. And so food I have a lot of, and probably overpacked. Clothes, I overpack clothes because my thing is I'm used to washing every day at home. I can't stand dirty clothes. But because I was on the road and didn't understand the laundry situation, how am I going to do laundry? What's up with that? I hadn't been to a laundry facility in 40 something years. So I was like, I gotta have plenty of underwear. I have to have plenty of things to change it to, because what if I can't wash? If you know for certain you can wash as often as you feel like you need to wash, and you feel great about that, don't bring that many clothes. Um, but if you don't know your situation, I mean, you don't want to recycle dirty clothes. I don't. You know what I mean? I don't. I don't feel clean. So, and it's not that necessary. I mean, I can find a way to wash something, or I'll go to the store and buy something if I have to, a cheap $12 t-shirt, and a package of underwear, or something like that. Something I can exercise in. That's probably will be my fallback. But as far as like, um, let's see, what else would be smart packing? Getting cooking utensils or cooking devices that are multi-purpose. If you can use an Instapot, a lot, that's like a thing. A lot of people love the Instapot. But if you can get a good Instapot in your camper or whatever it is that you're traveling in, whatever size you might need, the smaller the size, the less voltage it takes. But then you might have to cook more often. You may not be able to have much leftovers if that's what you want. But y'all have to figure that one out. That's a personal decision. But yeah, air fryers and Instapots and stove tops. If you don't have a stove top in your rig and you have to use a butane type, those usually are the big three things that people seem to need in the van life, RV life situation. Um, let's see. Avoid glass products, because if they break, you will have little shards of glass everywhere, especially if you have a pet. Um, yeah, then that's dangerous. So I would say avoid glass products as much as you can. Um, what else about packing? Have room in your garage, whatever your garage is, for tools, stuff that you'll need to make some quick repairs, or fuses, stuff like that. Mm, that's a good one. Next time we do another live, though, if you throw that question out at me, maybe rephrase it in a different kind of way. If I didn't answer what you needed me to answer, then I can address that at the next live, and I'll be more prepared. I might even make a video, something like that. I don't think I'm ready for a video stage, because, like I said, I'm just I'm not the best model for Smart packing. All you need is this. This one is 5 multi-purposes. This one here is great for that. This one's great for emergency. I'm not the best at that. But as I'm figuring myself out and as I take more trips, I start realizing, Steph, you overpacked. Steph, you didn't need that, or you won't need that till the season changes. So, but hopefully that at least helped answer your question. So let me look down here and see. um, I hit 41-year-old account of basic training group. Your pup mate. Okay. I hate a 41-year-old account. Oh, you had a 41-year-old embrace the light in your basic training group? Dang, you must have done that kind of recently, because I don't think yeah, when I was in, the oldest you can be was 35, I think. That's interesting. But yeah, if they're not in good shape, oh my gosh, I'm sorry. It's not fun to be in basic training and have a battle buddy that is, whether they're young or older, that is not in great shape or is very hard-headed, because it makes it hard on you as their battle buddy. Because you gotta, whatever crap they have to, punishment they get, you get it too. I hated that. Oh, it was after 9/11. Okay, yeah, I was gonna say they did change the rules after 9/11 and allowed the age to creep up higher because they just needed more people to join. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Miss Nate says, I've also read those same studies about aluminum and Alzheimer's. I cut out all aluminum, including deodorant. You know what? It's good you said that, because I fell off the bandwagon. I'm telling you, I was so strict with if you look at my other channel, my YouTube channel is called StephActiveVeggie Bird. And sometimes I'll put it in a community tab. I'll throw some videos out there to get y'all to go over there and check it out and see if something's interesting for you. But I was hardcore on all that. I was such an annoyance to everybody around me. I was like, I'm not eating that. No, no. Yeah, do you know that that does that or that? But I was bad on all of that. And it was, I didn't mind being me. I liked it. But I know a lot of people were annoyed. But mighty funny, when I started eating meat again, they were like, oh, I can't believe you're eating meat. You were like our beacon of light. You know, if you failed, succumb to eating meat, the world's coming to an end. And I was like, I don't know how I got on that thing, but I didn't put myself there, or at least not knowingly anyway. Yeah, so that was really tough. But the deodorant part, glad you said that, because Dottie Sopery, she has, I don't think she's released her deodorant yet. I think it's in the test phase, but I'm using one of her deodorants now. I love it. I love it. And what is crazy is, even if, you know, how you take a shower and then at the end of the day or something, or maybe, next morning, you're like, you have your arms up and you're like, what is that? I even like my own pheromones. I was like, it mixed really well with her deodorant. I was like, I'm in love with myself. Check it out. I don't know if she's released it to the public yet, but be on the lookout for it. I mean, I love her formula. I bought some that were non-aluminum. They didn't do nothing for me. And I've exercised in her deodorant, and I feel awesome. I don't feel like it's not doing anything for me. And even when you do sweat and it mixes with your sweat, it still has a nice fragrance. I'm not just saying that because of me, because I know when I stink too. But I'm telling you right now, I actually smelling good. Check out Dottie Sopery. This ain't sponsored. I'm just telling you what's up. Yeah, so okay, so Love Matters. Does that study include aluminum foil? Yes, it includes aluminum foil. I'm telling you, I stopped for years. I stopped using aluminum pans, aluminum foil. If I did use aluminum foil, I would have the plastic, what is it, cellophane, touching my food. No aluminum touched my food. Now I kind of fell off the bandwagon a little bit because it was a lot of reasons. it was like I was on an island of my own. It wasn't enough like-minded people to get where I was coming from. And it kind of got, well, like I said, when I was in Kuwait, 2 years of being in Kuwait just suffocated me, and that's how I fell off the bandwagon, So, but I'm gonna get back on it. I'm not worried. I'll slowly work my way. All I got to do is make my mind up to do something. And if I say it enough times, I know I'm getting closer and closer. I just have to make up my mind to do something. So, okay. Um, let's see. Love Matter says, does that study include? Okay, we already answered that one. Kelly says, hi, Stephanie. I just logged on. What made you buy a Class B? Are you ready? Are you already a camper? No, I was not already a camper, other than what the U.S. military did to me, put me out in them woods. Um, but I I got a Class B because I needed something that could fit in my driveway and not alert my HOA. That's what I hate. I hate to have an HOA, but that's the thing. Um, but yeah, and I needed something that I didn't want to have to store it anywhere. First of all, storage is very expensive. It's hard to find good storage. And I just wanted it, if it was in a storage place, I wouldn't have, out of sight, out of mind. You know what I mean? That's why you run into so many people who have an RV or a trailer or a fifth wheel, and they say, I've had it for 2 years and we only took it out a couple of times. Oftentimes they had it in storage. And when it's in storage, it's a lot of drama, it seems like, to go prepare the rig for your trip. You got to do maintenance on it. Even though it's in storage, that you can't just forget about it. You have to, generator needs to be tended to. There are other things that need to be checked out. You need to make sure you don't have leaks, or if it's in direct sun, where the plastics pieces are starting to shrink, and the next thing you know, you got gaps. So there's a lot that you have to do. And I wanted my rig to be in my driveway, and I see it and I can go in it, even to hang out in it for the day. I've even done that. I've even slept in it in my driveway. I boondocked in my own doggone yard. So yeah, that's why I got a Class B, because I wanted something that when I drove it, and if I felt nervous about anything or felt insecure, I can jump out that bed and jump straight in the cab and drive off. Get in that driver's seat and drive off. I didn't want anything that if I was alerted, startled by anything, I got to crawl out the trailer, go outside, and then get into my truck or whatever is pulling my trailer, and then take off. You know what I mean? That's how I justify spending the money I ended up spending to get this RV, get the Class B. So I don't see me being in a trailer or a fifth wheel as a solo traveler. Me personally, I just don't see that. Now, if fast forward, I'm in a partnership, marriage, or again, or whatever how it ends up being, and we decided as a unit what would be great for us, then that would be different. But for me, as a solo female traveler, I liked being in the rig where I can come in and out, and nobody really knows who's in there, how many people are in there, or it's just that I'm a woman, so I try to uh, make it look less feminine, and more like, not so much unisex, because I still want it to be comfortable to me. I love the pretty colors, but those are some of the reasons why I chose the Class B, is because for those reasons. Accessible to me, easy to park in my driveway. Well, easy enough. It perfectly fits in my driveway. And I don't have to pay additional storage fees. And when I'm traveling in it, I can easily get from the back to the front without getting out of the vehicle. Okay. So, um, okay, so Kelly says, hi, just logged on. Okay, no, I just read that one. Okay, now Simply Senor says, restaurants will let you call in the order and walk through the drive-through lane if your rig can't fit. I use an app called Highway Weather to track for the forecast. That's excellent. Thank you. Somebody else mentioned that to me too when I said that I couldn't go through the drive-through. They said I can call in, and I never did that yet. But thank you. That's excellent. I'm glad to know that. You know, I try not to eat the fast food. I know I did excellent when I was on this last trip. I can count how many times I ate uh fast food. I don't even think I really ate it. The only thing I had was coffee. I may have had a hit up a fast food once, maybe twice, but mostly it was food that I made. So, and I was eating the leftovers. So I did excellent really when I was out on the road. But that's great to know that I can call into the restaurant. Thank you for that tip. And so embrace the light. You said, I mean, embrace the bright. I think aluminum foil is fine as long as you don't burn it. I mean, that may be so. I know the way I read it, and when I was practicing, I was dead against all aluminum. It was just easier to just say none. And that's another reason why I didn't want to eat a lot of people's food, because they cooked in aluminum pans and stuff like that. And so I was trying to keep my diet clean. But yeah, yeah, it's different schools of thought. Some of the people I followed Dan, I can't remember his name. Dan, I can't remember his name, but he's a huge raw food guru in that world. And now he really was a stickler of stuff, you know. But I may find his videos and put that out, you know, because I think this is an interesting conversation too. And this is good for me too, because this is the kind of thing that stimulates me and makes me want to go back to, um, you know, eating clean. I mean, real clean, like not I mean real clean. Clean is to the eye of the beholder, but yeah, I need to make some changes. Because I've been sitting on my butt for too long with this here COVID stuff going on, and not riding my bike as much as I used to. For the last 6 months I haven't even been riding. Let's see, get a little portable washing machine. They're collapsible, like the ones like $50. Wash is small, but it works. Oh, you know what? I thought about a portable washing machine too, but I didn't know that they had a collapsible one for $50. Thank you, Alicia. I'm gonna have to look into that, because I'm telling you, I could not stand. I can't stand having dirty clothes. It irks me. That's the part that I said, if my next vehicle is, if it is a B plus, I'm not even sure. But I think I want something in a C, in the class C. 'Cause I think one of the things I want when I go next time, when I get my next one, is, look at it like this: potentially the smallest vehicle I can get that will allow a stackable washer and dryer, period. And a vehicle that I can get where I can place my bikes inside the car. I mean, inside, not take them apart either. Other than, no, I don't want to take nothing apart. Maybe if I have to take off the wheels, okay, I can live with that. But I don't want to deal with taking off my handlebars and readjusting anything. So my next vehicle, those are two things that are going to be minimals that needs to be met, minimal requirements that need to be met. And I could write that down and run a list, because I'm telling you, that's what I miss. I miss not being able to take my bikes. Now, my Class B has a bike rack on it. But for a trip, long trips, I don't really trust having my bikes on that bike rack. I think it would make me too nervous and worry about my bike too much. I have to worry about the dog, got to worry about me, got to worry about the bike. So, so that's the thing. I want to be able to put my bike in a compartment, you know, with all my stuff, my helmets, my shoes, my cycling gear, my kit. Oh man, just the thought of that makes me excited. That's next level right there, what I want. So, okay. Do you have a power station like a Blue Eddy, or what size? You know what I bought? Love Matters. I think I did get the blue one. I think I got that one that you just named, with solar panels. But when I ordered it to go to my cousin's house that I thought I was going to see in LA, but plans never developed into that. I never made it to LA. I stayed with my parents the whole time I was in California, and they kept delaying the shipment. So by the time it got there, I was like, I'm not going to detour to LA. I got to go back to Arizona to, for my next phase of my Arizona trip. Said all that to say, I don't have it. I'm going to have it mailed to me to have it. So I don't know yet. It would have been nice to have it when I was boondocking in the desert. That's for sure. But I can't speak to it yet. But hopefully in another month or two, I'll be able to have some information. If you have it, Love Matters, please let me know what you think of yours, So, and I will give you this tip. Because they were late in delaying me over and over, they kept delaying me. I couldn't get it. And I told them, I don't live in California. I'm just passing through. I wanted to send it back. This is an Amazon tip, everybody. I wanted to send it back. The company said, is a 20% restock fee, but if you keep it, then they will give me a 25% discount. I said, 25% discount to keep it? I said, well, give me 30%. I said, because, I got to pay for somebody to ship it back to me. And they agreed. They gave me 30% off. So that's a tip. If them companies are late, because they were late, they changed the delivery 2-3 times on me. And I was like, I don't even need it now. So tip, Amazon tip. Call that company and negotiate with them, and see what they offer you and raise that offer. Good luck to you. Okay. So Embrace the Light mentioned that she joined after 9/11. And Alicia says, I've been planning this lifestyle for years now. I'm actually moving out of New York in less than a week, going to visit my mama in West Palm Beach, Florida first. Ooh, that's awesome. Good for you. You've been planning this for longer than me. I've probably been planning it about 4 or 5 months, if that long. I have relatives and best friends that have been talking about it far longer than me. And I said, ain't nobody gonna be living like that. Ain't nobody doing. Next thing I know, I'm dangling keys. I'm dangling keys. They're like, I can't believe you did it before me. I was like, yeah, I know I am, man. I wake up on wrong side of the bunk or right side of the bunk. Ain't no telling what's gonna happen that day. So that's awesome. Congratulations. I can't wait to find out more about your journey. And you're going to have a great time, especially the beginning. Just enjoy it. Just enjoy yourself. You know what I'm saying? And take time to breathe. That's one of my suggestions is don't let yourself get overwhelmed. Just take time to breathe and remember why you got out there. I got to take my own advice. Okay, so Embrace the Light gave me a smile. Yes, and Postmates has pickup option. They do. Postmates have that. Oh, okay, you're talking about food. They do. And did you know that Escapers or Escapees, one of the two, I can't remember. I joined them. They have, if you're looking, because you're going to become a nomad, they have, when you become a member, they have another option for you to get your mail, to do a mail delivery. Look into that. You might be interested in that. So, yes, waiting to excel. Yes, girl, you got that right. You know how many times I waited to excel? I've been waiting to excel moments since before I turned 40. Some of those deployments were waiting to excel moments. I don't know. I don't know what gets into me. But yes, embrace your time. That's for sure. Do I have solar? I do have a solar panel on my RV. I'm gonna do when it's not cold, I'm gonna climb up there. I'm gonna do some video of that. I want to show y'all. In fact, I do have a video when I was in Quartzsite, and Tiffany was actually filming it for me while I was climbing up on the ladder and to clean off my solar panels. And she was incredibly instrumental in helping me to figure out why was my power draining so quickly when I wasn't hooked up to shore power. So there's a video, I forgot the name of it, but it was when I was in Quartzsite. It's in my playlist of my winter 2021-2022 playlist. So if you haven't seen that, check that out and you can see my solar panels. But I'm going to make another video about the solar panels and about what's on top, about that, my sunroof and everything. So, but I gotta wait till the weather is good because I don't feel like going out there when it's cold. Ain't nobody trying to hear that. So, and okay, it says, okay, escapers are for workers, escapees are for retirees. Okay, I never could figure out. I know you just joined one and you're a member of both, but yeah, there is a difference between the two. You're right, and I spent time with both of them. Uh, okay, escapers for workers, escapers. Yeah. Okay. Escapers. That was the one I think I rang in the new year with them. And then the whole big group, everybody, we were together for the bash. So we had a great time. I just released some videos on that 3-part series on the 8-day bash. Check that out if you haven't already. That's also in my series with Where's Tiffany and I, both of us traveling together. So that's in the playlist. Check that out if you haven't already done so. And it says, hello from Virginia. Just recently found you on here. Love your enthusiasm. Thank you, Timely Shelton. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for coming, and stay. Hit that like button, subscribe, hit the bell. You'll see that when I premiere videos, you have to be a subscriber and hit that notification so you'll know that I'm getting ready to premiere a video. And I'm going to do lives at least once a month, a nice long live like this, at least once a month. So any questions you have, I'll put out a notice in the my community tab and ask folks, hey, is there something a topic you want to cover on our live, and we can stimulate the conversations. But thank you so much for joining us. And escapers were the original group. Okay, yeah, thank you for helping me out on that, simply Senora. Oh, you just subscribed. Thank you, Timely Shelton. Welcome to the OGs, day ones. Hey, my first 1,000 subscribers, at least. The first 1,000, y'all are my day ones. Thank you. Yes, thank you. Now we just got to make sure we get these 4,000 watch hours, because the plans that I have once I get to that level is I want to be able to expand and be able to see you all and talk to you guys more in person. I have a Patreon account that I haven't had time yet to give it more of the time, the growth that I see for it yet. But some folks have already joined my Patreon, and I thank you so much for that. I thank you so much. That helps with the gas money, the coffee fund, and all that. And it helps me to be able to take more trips more often, especially if I can't take a long trip, but I can take something shorter that's within a 300 or 400 mile. Well, 400 is quite a bit, but like a 200 and 300 mile radius or something. That's something I can knock out for a couple of days. Do that for about 3-4 days, shoot, y'all can go ahead and send me. Look in the community tab. I'll probably go ahead and put out a post and say, what would y'all like to see when I go out and go to these places? What is more interesting to you? Is it me being like a vlogger and talking about like kind of me and what I'm doing and what I'm going through, good, bad, or indifferent? Or do you want me, when I go to places, to tell you that this is Mount Rushmore? It was built in XYZ year and so many people died trying to build it. I mean, do you want the history of where I'm going? I mean, does that interest you? Or do you, I'm just curious to let me know if it's something that I can adapt my style to more of what you all are used to or looking for or want to see come out of our journey together. I'll can you explain Patreon? I sure can. I'll see how we can make this, a thing for all of us to feed us all, you, me, and everybody. So, okay, so Alicia asks, what is Patreon? Patreon is it's a part of YouTube, but then it's not. It's a platform that allows the creator or people who follow creators that they like to basically a tip fund. You could start off like a tip fund, and you might donate $5, you might donate $1, you might donate 50, 100, whatever it is that you want to donate. It could be a one-time thing if you want to, or you might want to be on the monthly subscription. And that's what I haven't had time yet to break down. What will I offer for the monthly subscription for and the different tiers within that. It takes time for me to figure all that. I have so much to figure out. I have so many ideas and there's so much to do. It's actually good that I'm home right now, because when I'm on the road, all I can do is think about that road stuff. I can't think about how do I get the Patreon to the levels that I need to get it to. So, but so far I do have some donors. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I don't know who you are, but I thank you. And uh, add a segment of education to your trips, please. Okay, good. All right. Okay. So how do I donate? Oh, thank you, Alicia. I will do that. Thank you for those tips. So Patreon, you can go to Patreon. An even simpler way, if you look on, I may put it on, I will put it on this video, but on my other videos, you can get to it faster. I have in there towards the bottom in the description, I explain how I have a Zelle account and how to reach me on that. I have the Patreon, and I think that's it. I don't have PayPal set up. I don't have Cash App set up, but I definitely have Zelle. Zelle is pretty easy. I mean, Zelle is, I gave the information in there, so you'll be able to tag me and donate whatever your heart desires. That's fine. I appreciate anything. You know what I mean? And I thank you all so much. But the Patreon, like I said, I'm going to get busy on that and expand that. Thank you, Alicia. I'm going to expand that to where I can offer, when you want to do subscription at a certain tier, what I can offer. I want to dibble into merchandising, like maybe I can send the little stickers. A lot of people love the stickers. That seems to be a big thing with the content creators. But I just have to give it some thought. And you guys feel free, throw that in the comments. I mean, if you have ideas, because I don't always know, I don't know what everybody might be interested in, or some people might be interested in. So, feel free to, throw out some suggestions. And I definitely welcome entertaining them and seeing how I can work your suggestions in, because I appreciate you guys, all of you. I really do. And let's see, did I miss anything? Shelton said, Timely Shelton said, I like sightseeing, seeing what the area you're visiting offers. Also like the cooking. Oh, excellent. Good. Thank you. That's good. Because that I can do that. I need to do now with the sightseeing part. I'm going to get better with that. You're going to always, if it's my goal to always show growth, me growing in my videography skills, my communication skills. Sometimes I get really nervous when I try to plan stuff. Sometimes I'm nervous when I'm not planning it. So, but yeah, I want to always improve on that. And sometimes I might improve on the videography skills, but then my communication to the camera might still be lacking. But like I said, not everything's going to grow at the same time, the same rate, but bear with me. And I'm sure if you look at my earlier videos, you'll see the transitions happening. So yeah, with the sightseeing and giving more information about the area I'm visiting, especially that part, Tim Lee is pronounced Tim Lee. Okay, I'm sorry, Tim Lee Sheldon. Thank you. Thank you so much for giving me the pronunciation. So Tim Lee. I hope I don't mess that up. I'm gonna keep saying it. Tim Lee, Tim Lee, Tim Lee, Tim Lee, Tim Lee, Tim Lee. I always got to do a wine up in there. I don't know where that be coming from. Tim Lee, Tim Lee. Okay, yes. So, but yeah, the sightseeing and giving you guys the proper information, I'm gonna improve on that part too. Thank you so much. And the cooking, I'm excited about the cooking. I love to do the cooking. Now I love to cook healthy stuff, or more on the healthier side. So hopefully you all appreciate that. And I love to kick out some knowledge that I know about the foods that I'm cooking, you know, the individual vegetables and fruit and stuff. So hopefully you all like that too. And so Tim Lee, I see your name, so I gotta say it right. Tim Lee, thank you. Okay, Alicia, if you do any arts and crafty stuff, that would be cool to sell. That would be cool to sell. But on that one, sis, y'all wouldn't want to pay the price that I think it need to be valued at for how long it takes me to do anything. But I will say this, when I do this full time, or definitely if I'm out for a long winter and I'm really caught up with the rhythm of everything, and there's a winter that I'm out for another month or whatever, I want to be able to go back to knitting, and I want to learn how to crochet. My mother, she does it all. My mother is crafty. Oh my gosh, with the knitting, crochet, making rugs. Uh, my mom is straight up awesome. I wish I had her socks. Y'all have seen some of her socks in the video. She makes bed socks for me. I tell my mother every year, make me my bed socks. I love them. And she makes scarves. She makes this real pretty scarf for me. You'll see it in one of my videos too. I don't have it handy, or I'll show you. But anyway, I want to go back to knitting. It's so peaceful and it's so wonderful. Only thing though, it does kind of mess with my hands a little bit, you know, the carpal tunnel. That's the only thing I hate, dog, man. Everything, man, getting older ain't no joke. You really got to take care of yourself. You got to drink a lot of water. That ain't really water, but, you know, coconut water. But you got to drink a lot of water, you guys. You got to exercise. You got to move. I noticed a big difference when I was out there in that desert and freezing to death in a ball and not moving enough. Because I would be in my cave a whole 24 hours. They wouldn't see me. Then the next day I come out my cave, and then I'd be among the people. And then the next day I'm in my cave. Some of my friends had to make me get out. They were like, you got to get out. I don't know why I do that. I guess I know some of the reasons why I do it. But anyway, but yeah, found myself in a ball, and I was like, oh my gosh, my body is aching. I noticed that, but I never felt that way when I was younger. So this is an indicator that I'm not as young as I used to be, and I really need to amp up taking care of myself better. I need to drink more water. I need to move more. I do. But all that came from me talking about knitting and remembering that my hands hurt. Okay, so let's see. Love matters. Be sure to include something with pup Nala image on it. Okay, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. My Nala, she's a star. Thank you so much for appreciating Nala. Did you see that she needs some obedience training? But I think that when I take her to the vet and we get them allergies under control, that's gonna help her a lot. And I can't wait to take Nala on the adventures and stuff. I mean, I don't think Stephanie inherited the crafting gene from her mother. Wait a minute. Oh, I didn't think, wait a minute, hold on. Let me read that. I don't think Stephanie inherited the crafting gene from our mother. Oh, embrace the light. Now, I keep forgetting who you are. Oh, forget you. I did. I knit. What you do? That's my sister Kim. And she trying to talk trash right now. Yes, I did. You didn't embrace the crafting, the knitting. Because I knit. Now I made baby blankets. I'm surprised I did I make Zaya a baby blanket? I might not have made her one. Oh yeah, you sew. Yeah, you sew. Yeah, I used to sew too, sis. When I was in high school, I started off sewing. Thank you very much. Hey, that's sisters talking, you guys. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, Kim. Yeah. I keep forgetting. Okay. Simply Senora says, when is your birthday? My birthday's in November. I'm a Scorpio. Hey, Scorpio. I do a lot of chair dancing, y'all. You don't see me get out the chair and do a lot of dancing. If I do, it's a quick move. Yeah, she trying to clown me, Miss Nettie. Yeah. Yeah, up there. I didn't even realize. If I'd have known that was her. Much love, Kim. Mm-hmm. Tell Zai to call me too. Yeah. Oh, that's right. It's your birthday coming up. Y'all say happy birthday to Kim. Her birthday is going to be next week, I think on Monday or Tuesday. I'm not sure what date that is. But yeah, her birthday is coming up. Wait, that's tomorrow. Today is Sunday. Kimmy's birthday is tomorrow. Y'all wish my sister happy birthday. Embrace the light. Happy birthday, Kim. Okay. So yeah, I guess that's it. Tuesday. Okay, her birthday's on Tuesday. Her birthday's Tuesday. Yeah. So yeah, happy birthday. Okay, y'all. Hey, I'm gonna sing happy birthday to her. I'm gonna sing it to her. Okay. I'm gonna do this one. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. That's what Kim. Kim, you ain't never got that version from me. And that many notes? Are you kidding me? Yeah, happy birthday. Yeah. Okay, so I knew it when you said you need to be in your cottage. I'm a Scorpio too. Yeah, you're a Scorpio too. Oh man. But you know what's funny is Alicia. No, I was talking to Simply Senor. When I was younger, I was such an extrovert. I was such a clown, comedian, friends with everybody. I knew no enemies. Everybody. I knew enemies when they showed me who they were, but I'm just saying, and my instinct, was turned on too. But for the most part, I just felt like I didn't give anybody a reason to be a jerk or mean to me because I was such a people pleaser coming up and such a happy kid. I was born smiling. My parents told me I was smiling. Wait, y'all, she was homecoming queen. Yeah, well, I made the court. That year I made the court, but I was Miss Sun Village. So I was a queen for that, for Sun Village, our community queen. That was a long time ago. But you might can reach out to Yolanda Adams. Was that you that said it? You said I looked like Yolanda Adams. Somebody said I looked like her. And then I said, but do I sound like her? And they say no. Something like that. Yes, but what the heck was I saying? Y'all know me, after a while, I start losing my train of thought when it starts to get late. I forgot. Let's see. Uh, I forgot what I was saying, y'all. What point was I on? I forgot. Well, I thank you guys for hanging out with me this long. Yeah, my head is itching. I think I need to wash my hair. Yes, that was me. Oh, that was you? Yeah. Okay, good. I was gonna say, two people say I look like Yolanda Adams and sound like her. No, I know I don't sound like her. That woman has a beautiful voice. Beautiful voice. Beautiful lady. I can't imagine her being anything than what I've seen of her in her public persona. It's just hard to imagine her any other kind of way. I feel like she's got a beautiful spirit. Yeah. Oh, that's what I was saying. That I was an introvert. I was an extrovert. I was, and I had quite the imagination. Oh my gosh, imagine anything, and hours were passed and to pass the time because we had a farm growing up. Yeah, she's gorgeous. We had a farm growing up, and I hated watering the trees, irrigating and picking peas and watermelon and taking care of animals. I hated it. So I definitely had to take myself away from where I was to be able to make the time go past. Especially when I had to irrigate the peas and the watermelon and stuff, and the peach orchards and stuff. But that was our family business. We had that growing up. That's probably another reason why I love fruit and vegetables, because I grew up with all that. I grew up eating fresh, beautiful fruit and vegetables. Um, so I said all that to say, when I talk about me being in my cottage or my cage, um, that I now, I guess because so many things have happened in my life, good, bad, or indifferent, I've just evolved into this kind of a mix of an introvert and extrovert, because I find that it takes a lot of energy. I use a lot of energy being happy. Joyful is from the Father. To be joy is from the Father. Happiness is a little bit, that's more on the human level. But to me, that's the way I believe it. But being happy or expressing my happiness, and to not be a negative force around the people that are with me, it takes a lot of energy for me to give them that, give that sunlight. um and I have to shut it down. I mean, I'm happy to be able to see how can I contribute in a positive way to my environment, but it's a lot of energy, and I just want to breathe by myself and just rest and recharge my battery. So that's why you see those in days where I'm in the cave, and out days I come out, hello world, and then days where I'm in my cave again. And again, at this point, because I'm in it, I don't know what that means exactly. I like to think it doesn't mean anything necessarily negative, but I don't know. I don't know if I'm in a valley. I don't know if that's just me being menopausal and turning, you know, getting closer to retirement and feeling like I can do what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? If I don't feel like doing that, I don't. When I do feel like doing something, I do it. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I don't know. But this season, I can't tell. When I'm beyond this season, then I'll be able to look back and I'll be able to explain what I was going through. What were the changes all about? But the smiles are genuine. That's for sure. I love to smile. I love to laugh. I love to crack a joke here or there. Thank you. So let's see, what else we got? Did I miss anything? It says, you remind me of my mama, the way she moves. Oh, yeah? I'm sure you have an awesome mom. Tell her I said hi for me, okay? And your mom is in Florida. So yeah, that's awesome. She's in that beautiful state. Florida's pretty. It's really pretty. I went to Miami. I went to Pensacola and Destin. And I look forward to going to Pensacola and Destin again. And I want to go to the what is it, Key West? I want to go there. And I'm sure I want to go somewhere. Yeah, tell her. I'm sure I want to go somewhere on the eastern part, and I'll go. But yeah, I look forward to that too. Let's see. Loving Life says, I'm late coming into the chat, but so glad I didn't miss your a beautiful woman of God. Thank you, Loving Life. Thank you so much, and thank you for joining us. Yes, I'm glad you came back, because I remember you've been here before. I remember us chatting before, so thank you. And then Embrace the Light. You said you should TR. What's TR? Kim, I don't know what TR means. I don't know what TR means. Tell me what that means. Okay, and you should build up your TikTok account. When you go live, you can guest people. Okay, your TikTok. Oh my gosh, I can't figure TikTok out. I've tried, and I have a TikTok account, and I think it's named Orbit Stephanie. Y'all look for it. Y'all can go ahead and follow me. and I'll get that on board. I'll work on that one. I don't know when. I got to work on some other things before that one, but yeah. Thank you for that tip. Embrace the light. And Elisa, yes, I never uh, understood why someone would be unhappy because I have the drive the divine creator, and then I always have me, myself, and I at last. Yes, that's beautiful, Alicia. I'm sorry if I'm, first of all, I'm getting a little tired, and these eyelashes, they ready to come off. And they will soon be getting snatched off so I can wash this stuff off because it's got me blinking a lot. And say, night will be, wait, NIT, what is night? Night will be my first time going to Florida. That's what Alicia says. Yeah, I subscribed to you like 2 weeks ago. Alicia, yeah, okay, good, good. And Carol Green, Key West was a military compound. Key West Naval Air Station, about $35 a night. Ooh. I'm gonna have to look and see if I can get a reservation for that. Thank you, Carol. Yeah, because I want to go there. My daughter went to Key West a couple years ago, and she went when the pandemic was real bad, and Florida was one of the few states that let people come in. So she was bored. She was bored. There wasn't a lot of people there, which is good. I was like, you deserve to be bored over there. You shouldn't have been out there anyway. When a couple years ago, when the pandemic was bad, but that's my baby. And embrace it like TikTok is the only platform that's algorithm is perfect for curated for me. Um, I'll look into TikTok. I think I know people who love TikTok. Y'all are hard, die hard. I know people that love Instagram. They're die hard. And then there's the YouTube diehards. And I think I'm kind of on the YouTube right now. But I am looking into another kind of platform. I can't remember the name of it, but I'm looking at that. Once I get more information, I'll share that with you guys. This is a platform where you can buy shares into it, and it's subscription based. And I have to look more into that before I talk much more about it. But uh, let's see. It's beautiful. Carol says it's beautiful right on the water. Went there this past December. Ooh, thank you, Carol. I love that tip. I'm definitely gonna look into that one. I'm not kidding, because I just need the weather to change. And like I said, I need to hang around for a little bit. I can't take an extended leave right now because I can, but I can't. But I don't want to go back to back because I won't appreciate it if I went back to back right now. So I gotta give it some time. Give it a month or two, maybe 3 at the most, before I take a really big trip. Very far away. So let's see. Problem is TikTok doesn't make money off TikTok. Well, problem is something doesn't accept. I'm not sure what you were saying right there, Embrace the Light. But Joshua, I'm back. Had to make dinner. Did you mention your Patreon and merch? Oh, yeah, somebody did say something about merch, and I didn't catch that. Since something about t-shirts. I have a link to some merch in my description box on most of my videos. You should see it. I think I've tagged all of them. And there's a link for some merch. Where's that hat? I wish I had that hat. Oh man, I don't know what I did with the hat. I can't see the hat, but maybe I'll take a picture in the hat. But yeah, so I have in cups. My cups haven't arrived yet. My coffee cups. I ordered T-shirts too, so I'll be able to display them in the future when I get them. So that's the merch. I may even. This is my first time. So of course, whatever you get of this you can say this is definitely representing day one. I don't think I'm going to change it until after I get the first 1,000 subscribers and monetized. Because the 1,000 subscribers may come quicker than the monetized part. But either or, one of the two. I want to I'll change the merch and let you know that. So this one, this current one, will demonstrate the beginning. Those that have that will say, this is when she was just a babe, because you can tell. I'm not going to say nothing else, but you can tell this is her babe stage. And then you can see the growth, the maturity in the merch and the designs. And that's all up in my head. But yeah, so, but if you want to go ahead and support that, please do. I welcome you. And the Patreon, like I said, the link is down there so you can support through Patreon, and also the Zelle. I have a Zelle account. And once I become monetized by YouTube, I'll be able to do super chats. So I look forward to that too. And then I'm going to, and again, during that time, I'm going to be thinking of all the other ways I'm going to expand the Patreon. So let's see what else came on here. How I started watching you was by me watching Tiffany, and you were on her one of her videos. That's how you came, Alicia. Thank you. Yes, I got a lot of exposure when Tiffany did that. And what's funny is some of that, I don't know. I remember they were doing something on New Year's morning. They were doing the morning sunrise, and she was getting everybody in camp. She didn't come to my trailer. I let her know I was awake though, but I was like, oh, please don't come. Because I didn't want to get out of the bed. And so, but they had the cute onesies. I didn't have a onesie. I will next year. I will have my onesie for next year though. But yeah, so then she had me, she shout me out. That was one portion. And then the other times when I was videoed in her video somewhere. But yeah, we had a lot more time together when we did the 8-day bash in Lake Havasu, Arizona. That was great. I would have gone to Mexico with her if I had my passport up to date. I let it expire during a pandemic, and I'm gonna let the government buy it because because of my job. But I was like, dang, if I have if my passport was up to date, I would be in Mexico. Period. Dang. So many of my friends, they went to Mexico. I was hating it. Some of them even told me, get the passport now. We're gonna be here a few months. And I'm like, oh man. I don't know, I might. We'll see. But I don't feel like driving 1,600 miles back that way. I was just over there when I was in Arizona. It was just another maybe 100 miles, 150 miles, and I would have been in Mexico with them. But so I don't know. So I don't know. Oh, you said you're not going to do a channel, Alicia? Oh yeah, yeah. You don't have to do a channel if you don't want to. I mean, you know what I'm saying. To each his own. You might change your mind later. It just depends. But for now, definitely without having the responsibility of a channel, then I'm very private and shy. You're very yeah. I understand that. That's no problem. But yeah, you can enjoy your journey and adventure without doing this right here. It turns into a job. I'm serious. Get your passport anyway. I know, but y'all don't get it. My job, the job that I have, I'm deployable. They have to get my passports. I get a couple of passports. They have to pay for it. They get it and they expedite it and all that stuff. So I'm just like, I'm gonna let them get it. I'll be okay. And as soon as I get my tourist passport, I'm gonna take off and probably go to Mexico or somewhere where I can use my passport and come back while I wait, on my marching orders. Yeah. So yeah. No, I'm a passport person. I've had a number of passports. I got several of them expired that I'm collecting. But yeah, nah, I'm like, I'm gonna let them pay for it and expedite it. I'm not going anywhere this soon anyway. So, but yeah, everybody else, have your passports. You never know. Yeah, be ready. Don't get left behind like I was. Okay, you guys. Thank you for a lovely evening. You guys are awesome, and I love talking to you. I'm so glad that y'all participated in getting this jumped off earlier today and telling me what topics or questions you wanted me to ask or answer. And hopefully, if I've answered them, to your satisfaction or clear enough. They probably weren't short answers because I don't have that many short answers. But yeah, so thank you so much for spending the night with me and all of us and chatting and engaging. You guys are awesome. Please share the videos. Please subscribe if you have not already done so. Good night. Good night, Alicia. Please leave comments. And everybody's saying good night. Have a great night. Have a great evening. Love the eyelashes. Thank you, Vanessa. I actually got these from CVS. I think I bought them at CVS. Buy something. They remind me of Nala. Nala's got eyelashes like this. But thank you guys so much. Are you on tiny homes? No, that wasn't me. That was a lady. Her name is Stephanie. She was on tiny homes, and I just did a short with her voice, and her name just happened to be Stephanie. But I was referencing her segment on tiny homes. I love her RV. She did it herself. It's so inspiring. Check that out, Alicia. It was so pretty. You probably already have your plans and everything, but you know, for the RV that you're creating. Yes, thank you so much. Good night. Yeah. But I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all go. Thank you guys. Till next time. Y'all stay safe. Y'all stay blessed. Y'all smile, bring joy, all that good stuff. Okay. What email? Okay, the email again that that I haven't listed yet, but I don't mind telling you guys on this live is active. The word active veggie. Spell out active. Spell out veggie. No spaces, no periods at gmail.com. ActiveVeggie at gmail.com. All right. So it says, okay, loving life. This has been a great evening with you, beautiful. Take care and be safe. Thank you so much. You guys are awesome. And I thank you guys for giving me good reason to put some eyelashes on and laugh with you and smile with you and share with you. And y'all shared with me, and I appreciate that. This was fun. Yes, it was. Thank you. Good night, everybody. Bye-bye.